Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Today, we're going to be doing the Road to Glory for the PS4 account. I just started the web app right now, and I did something by accident that I did not mean to do. And the store will give me... Oh, they actually give you quite a few player packs. Interesting. So yeah, in the beginning, they actually give you the option to choose a certain lone player, and obviously, they gave me Quaresma as an option. So you guys know me, I'm going to choose Quaresma on my team. But probably not the best decision because I probably need better strikers because the finishing is very different in this game. So obviously, the quote unquote pay to win concept or the higher finishing and all that stuff is going to be more important for sure. So probably wasn't the best idea, but I love Quaresma, so definitely don't regret that. But this is the PS4 account. Same old Incepticons. I haven't played the game yet on the Xbox because they have the early access, and I do have an Xbox, and I could get early access. But there wouldn't really be a point for me to try it out on there because I would just be playing with poor players, or I would only be playing in the head-to-head. And I'd rather just start off on the PlayStation 4 and just start completely fresh and brand new, right? So that's why we haven't done the early access stuff yet for the Xbox. Although I know that they have the glitch where you can play the game longer, where you have to keep restarting the game until it's something with the FIFA 19 logo. But I never really look into these things, right? So especially since I'm going to be getting the game on the PlayStation 4 in a few days. So once that happens, then I'll be able to create content for you guys. But in regards to the packs, we have 3 unassigned items. So they give you the returning users. So there's actually this one I like. This one is like a birthday kit. So I'll store all these in the club, and we'll go ahead and open the packs that we do have here. Now, the team that I feel like working with at first, so as you can see, Quaresma up in this. Subs, I don't think I have too many. Oh, I have Jermaine. That's actually not a bad start there. So I'll probably switch some of these guys over here, put the left mid over here. This is the first time me doing this, by the way. I'm not sure when the web app released, so I'm a little bit late to the party, but I'm curious to see who is in my team. So use squad builder. Don't need to do any of this. I think my screen might be a little bit small for you guys, so let me go ahead and fix that for you. So it's like around this area right here. It's different because of my different applications that I use. So right there, and then we will do this, put that on the top corner right there, and we'll put this right here. Oh, put this right here. There we go. Now it fits perfectly, except for the sides. The sides does not look right. And then we do this, and now it fits perfectly. Nice. Okay, so how do I add a player from my reserves? I have only bronze players. Yeah, so that lone card, dudes, be sure to choose someone who's actually going to be good up there because this is pretty much going to be my starter team. Because in the Road to Glory, I don't do much trading. So this is kind of how it's going to be lined up for now, right? We got some French players. Chemistry is at a solid 68. So we'll see who we can get right now. So let's go to the store, open some of these packs, see who we can get. First pack, we get Vormer, Dutch player. We get players from the EPL, 49 pace on Kelly. We'll go ahead and probably list these guys up, to be honest, because we're going to need some good French players in the team. Because since we don't have any money to work with on this account, definitely going to be a struggle. So these guys we're going to send to the transfer list as well. We want to be able to get as much coins as possible, get some decent players before the game comes out, obviously. Because, this year is definitely the year where, like, even if you use the good players, their stats are going to be very important. We got Jemerson, so that's actually a solid pull. So Jemerson is another one. Douglas Santos from the Bundesliga. Jemerson, Lopotka. Some decent players here. Jemerson we could keep for now because he might actually be a really effective card to use in the beginning. So we'll send the rest of these to the transfer list as well. See what's going on over here. Sent to the transfer list. I think a lot of these guys I actually might have to just discard because they're not going to really sell in the transfer list. Obviously, no one's going to really buy bronze players, right? So that's going to be something to look at as well. League 1 premium goals. That should be interesting because it's French players, right? And we get Choupo-Moting. So that's actually a solid pull because I needed a left mid player. So we'll put him into the team. Konate is an 87 pace player with 71 shooting. Lise Melo players contracts, finisher, player fitnesses. So that's going to help a little bit. So we'll store everything here on the club. So right now we have the French players, right? So with this team right here, we can actually go ahead and swap this player in my team for Choupo-Moting, and we'll have a pretty good replacement there. Probably switch off Jermaine over there to the side. Got a French player there, Portuguese there. Again, I should have gotten a French player. Didn't really realize that as I was opening the pack, so definitely a mistake on my part. Next player we get is Omar Mascarell. Mascarell. We got some French players here as well. So cams, CDMs. We don't really need the CDMs, so that's not necessarily a thing we need right now. But we got some players over here. We'll go ahead and put them on the transfer list as well because they're not really going to do it for us in our team. Send to transfer list. Send to transfer list. A Colo. We'll go ahead and store the rest of these. Actually, yeah, we'll store the rest of these in the club because we're probably going to discard the rest of those. And then the last pack we're going to get is going to be Gignac. So that's actually a very good pull as well because it's another French player that we get. Didn't get any defensive players though, which kind of sucks. But we'll go ahead and send him to the club. So that way we have Gignac and Jermaine up top, which is pretty solid. We have this guy who looks like a pretty solid CDM from League One as well. So definitely could try him out in the team. These guys over here, we're going to go ahead and list on the transfer list. I actually might have to discard them because I don't think I'm going to be able to sell them at all. Transfer list is full. Oh, I need to buy those on the catalog. Forgot to do those. Well, not forgot. I don't really have that right now. 1-2 player pack from Let's Get Started. So we'll go ahead and do that. First exchange. This one is for a bronze pack. So exactly bronze players. And the only player we need to replace is the goalkeeper. So this one is exactly bronze players, number of bronze players 1. So we'll go ahead and search for a player to put here. And we don't obviously want to use the French guy. I didn't even realize we have a French guy, so that's good for the team. We'll swap him over here, and we will go ahead and complete this SBC, which is, I might be blind here, submit. There we go. So we got 1 bronze player. Second step, another bronze player pack. This one is for 12 chemistry, so obviously just put the players in their positions. Don't want to use any of the French dudes, so we'll go ahead and put this guy in there. Center back, add player. Okay, so we got a bunch of French dudes that we obviously don't want to use. Silver guy that's going to sell for a lot. Bronze guy that we'll put in there. So that's already on 8 chemistry. And then the last guy we'll put... I don't think we actually have a player to put there that's not a player that we want to put. Oh, actually, now, I just thought about this. So we have that CDM from Monaco, so we're going to use him with Jemerson, and then we're going to have a gold center back, and then we'll just put this center back in, so that's perfect. So this way, we are good to submit this one as well for another bronze pack, and for the third bronze pack, we have to put players from the left mid, right mid, striker, which could be a problem. I'll show you guys how we can set up the squad right now, which isn't actually necessarily that bad for a startup, to be honest. So we have Jemerson that we could put there. Over here in this position, we can put in the other gold player, which is this guy right here. So this actually looks quite solid so far. Jermaine will put over here to the left side, or to the right side. Choupo-Moting will be next to the player that is from the League One, which will be in this position right here. So we'll go ahead and look into our reserves, add a player here. Doesn't matter, so I can just search for the card. So Gignac is another one. Gignac is slow, but he'll have good finishing, so I'll definitely appreciate that in the squad. Again, the Quaresma thing kind of messed me up. I should not have done that for sure, but it's okay. Goalkeeper will be on the bench, won't he? So CDM striker, goalkeeper right here, so we'll go ahead and put that in the team. And then the other center mid, this guy is also from League One, so that actually helps out a lot. This guy will go ahead and put on the bench. We will replace this guy right here, and we will replace him with this guy who's from Monaco. So we have a pretty solid team so far. It's actually not too bad. It's on 74 chemistry. We got 2 competent strikers, or players that can score. We just need to get a left back, a right back, and a goalkeeper from League One. So we're looking good so far for a beginner squad, to be fair. So we're going to go ahead and add a player here. We have this guy as well, who actually looks like he could be okay, but this guy actually could be better. Yeah, this guy looks like he has defensive stats, although his pace is lower. I might be using the 4-2-3-1 as well, so we'll see how that works out with the team. And that actually might be preferable. So let's see if we can go ahead and change the formation of this team, which is over here. So we'll switch to the 4-2-3-1, bracket 2, which is a left mid and right mid, so we don't... Ooh, I just thought about that, actually. Oh, you know what I can actually do? In-game, I can switch it. I can switch it in-game. Or I could start off with the 4-4-2 as well, which wouldn't necessarily be a problem. So we'll go ahead and switch back to it, because it's a good formation to start off with to kind of like learn the game and stuff, right? Because this is obviously the formation we're going to start off with in the beginning, especially since it's a Road to Glory where we play mostly just games. So we'll go ahead and open, you have items in your unassigned pile. Oh, hello. What's this for? Okay, so we have some silvers and stuff. Okay, so we'll just store all of them in the club. We're probably going to sell a lot of the players too. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see who else we have on in our team so that we can add them to the squad. So we have Konate, who is, I don't know which league he's from, and I can't even search that. I think this is how you search it. Yeah, so he is, this guy's actually from League 1. That's perfect. Because he has pace and stuff too. 4-star weak foot, that's awesome. That's a really good card to get then. I'll definitely put that in the team instead of Gignac for sure. And then that way, I can actually switch that there, get that full chemistry, and then bam, we're at 83 chemistry right now. So still need a left back, right mid, and goalkeeper. But we're looking pretty good up top. Not too bad. Let's see what other cards we got going on here. Reserves. Need a sneeze. Not going to happen. We got this center mid card right here. So left mid, center mid. Huh. Interesting, actually. I'll put this guy on the bench because we might actually be able to work with him a little bit. So we'll just keep that like that. And then the reserves, we don't really have anything, I don't think. Oh, reserves? So the reserves and subs? Okay, I was about to say the reserves and subs are the same, but they're not. Okay, so we got some decent replacement players, which isn't necessarily bad at all. But right now what we need to do is open these bronze packs, see who we get. I think there's no more SBCs that I can do that would actually help me in this situation. So store, go ahead and open another bronze pack. We got Powell. This guy's familiar, Powell. Powell, I think, is like that Manchester United player one time. Okay, so go to SBCs. 2 out of 3 completed, so 1 for a 2 players pack. If we get like a good right mid in that'd be actually really solid. So the first exchange we've completed. The third step is the last one that we have to do. So we'll go ahead and put a cam right here. That isn't going to help us in the future. I want to put a silver player because that'll be a good amount of money to use. Right mid over here on this side, we're going to go ahead and put this guy who isn't going to help us at all. Next player we got here, left mid position. Should get some bronze players in that position. We have this guy right here we could put in. And then the last but not least, we will be able to put another bronze player in Powell. So that's perfect. Good pack pulls. Very, very good pack pulls. Now I just submit that, and we'll go ahead and receive our next bronze player pack. And we also got the 2-player pack, so we can get someone really good in that pack, which, fingers crossed, hopefully we do. So our bronze player pack, we get this card. Not necessarily the greatest. Well, we got a Canadian player, so not too bad. Oh, we got a French player on the left side, so I'm probably not going to use French players in all fairness. Probably going to sell those guys that are in my transfer market list. We got Hector Bellerín. That's a very, very solid pull. Wow. That's amazing. Can you sell these cards? This thing cannot be... I don't even care. That's beautiful. Because the chat... Dude, I could have gotten a terrible player, and I got Hector Bellerín. I gotta take a picture of that and show that on Twitter today. That's such a solid pull. Wow. That's awesome. All right, we'll go ahead and put him in the team. That's really helpful for the future. That's sick, man. Okay, so we'll go ahead and switch this guy or this guy right here. Swap the player. That is such a good pull, dude. That's awesome. He's an untradeable, so he's gonna be at the bottom here. Wow, what a freaking pull. That's so good. And I don't know what the heck just happened. Oh, I switched with the goalkeeper here. Whoops. That's unbelievable. That's really fortunate. So we got the ones with the FIFA points. I think if you transfer your FIFA points to, like, from the old FIFA to the, well, if you have it on the old FIFA, I think it would transfer, or is it's a one-time transfer. So you might have to actually get the early access first. Dude, I'm astonished, dude. I can't believe I just got that as a pack pull. That's pretty solid, man. That's actually really, really good. Dude, this team isn't bad at all. Like, it's actually pretty solid. I just want to see your stats if you're 4-star and stuff. So you're 3-star, 3-star. Um, okay, okay. If I switch these guys here, I don't get chemistry, right? Because you have to be from League One. Dude, that's so good. That's honestly so good. It sucks that we can't sell him because, dude, he would cost quite a bit and would definitely be helpful. But hey, man, this is such a solid start. We'll go ahead and go to the transfer list, and we're gonna go ahead and sell these players. Maybe we can actually get them for more than the discard price because some people will be making their beginner squads. Maybe there's SBCs that I could actually do. So there's the bronze upgrade to the silver upgrade to the gold upgrade. Exchange unwanted gold players for a pack with 2 rare gold players. With 2 rare gold players. It would probably be best to not do this yet. Because we could do the bronze upgrade. Exchange your unwanted bronze players for a pack with 2 silver players. And then from 2 silver players, we can exchange it to a gold team. Might actually be worth trying that out, to be honest. I don't think I have a very good amount of bronze players that I can use, to be fair. I don't think there's going to be much to work with. Actually, look, it looks like... Oh, no, we don't have too many. We have, like, gold players. But bronze players, we don't have a lot of. So we don't really have much to do with there. But these guys, we are definitely going to try out... We're going to try selling them. So obviously, start price at 350. Minimum 350. Oh, cool. So you can just list them just like that. That's actually very convenient. Very nice. Because some people who are going to be making their teams for the beginning, especially since this is for PlayStation, they're definitely going to want to. They're definitely going to want to be able to. Antonelli. You know what? I actually have to search up these cards before I sell them because I'm just like blindly selling them right now. This guy's Brazilian. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna keep this guy because I can link him up with Jemerson, so that's good. These guys I'm gonna go ahead and list. If I don't end up selling them, I'm probably just gonna quick sell them, and then when I do that, I'll be able to buy certain players here and there. Obviously, I'm gonna get the catalog boost once I get the game for PlayStation, so hopefully we will be able to use some of the non-rare gold cards and sell them. Like you buy, usually in previous FIFAs you just buy them for like 500 and sell them for like 500, right? Or like not sell them, but like when they're like one contract left, then you would just sell them, right? Or discard them and buy another one because it's cheaper than buying a contract, right? These guys I think we could just quick sell. I don't think they're going to be useful at all. Or maybe I could keep them. I don't want to keep them because I'm not going to be doing SBCs yet. Can you mass select? Unsold items. Sent to my club. I don't think you can mass select. If there's a mass select option, be sure to let me know, guys, because I don't see any right now. We'll go ahead and quick sell all these guys. Get all those coinages there. Actually, before I do that, I want to go ahead and go to my active squad because I want to switch this guy here. So we're going to switch this guy right here. And we're going to search for the left back, which is Douglas Santos. And we're going to put him in the team. And we get chemistry there. So that's actually really nice. We're at 89 chemistry right now, which isn't bad at all. We don't have PSG to players. We only need a few links here and there with the goalkeeper, obviously. Because the left back's not bad. 8 chemistry on him isn't terrible. He's a decent left back. Hector Bellerín, if he got a Spanish player on the right side, that would actually work out really nicely. I can't think of Spanish players that play on the right side for Arsenal or for the EPL. No, it had to be for Arsenal. No, Lacazette, Aubameyang, no. Ozil, I don't think there is for me to put in that position. Maybe a French right mid. Is there a French right mid? There's Lacazette, who's a striker. I don't think there is. I don't think they have anybody that can possibly use there. That would be like beneficial in the beginning, especially if he's French. The French players are going to be nice. Oh, nice. We'll definitely search up the transfer market to see what's going on with that. But we'll go ahead and search for our transfer list here and quick sell everything we got going on here because these guys are going to be pretty worthless. Maybe they'll be effective. Maybe in the future they'll be effective for SBCs. But like as you guys know, the way I build my team normally is not necessarily through market trading. It's kind of just like playing games and just building up the coins that way, right? Because when I do that, it's just fun for me, right? Obviously, we're probably gonna lose a lot of games in the beginning because I've watched some streams of people playing with like the really good players and they miss with those dudes. So I can only imagine that it'd probably be worse for the for the shittier players. So right now we have 1,200 coins to work with. So to be honest, right, the way that the team is set up, I actually might go for a goalkeeper, right? So if I search for the transfer market, position, goalkeeper, league will be the League One. League One is not necessarily a bad league to start off with. So I'm kind of happy with how the team is set up right now, to be honest. Max for the bids, we're going to go for 400, and we'll see what's going on here. So we have a bunch of silvers and golds. We have 30 seconds left on these dudes. Swedish. We got Pele, Renat, Kostil. I feel like Kostil would be a very solid card to have in the beginning, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? I think Kostil would be good. And Benaglio, too. I think those guys would be like the most ideal, probably. I'm looking at their nationalities and stuff, too. Like, French kind of works with everything. He's from Bordeaux, which doesn't really help that much. But he's from Monaco, which does help because of Jemerson, right? So with him, we can definitely make the bid for 350. We'll go ahead and see what the contracts is at. He's at 7. So we could buy Benaglio for the beginning, which is on 20 seconds left. 350 wouldn't be too bad for him in the beginning, so that way we can get a solid center back, one that gets full chemistry with Jemerson, so whenever we need to switch out the left back or something, we can do that. So we're looking good so far. The beginner squad, I'm impressed with it so far. It's really not that bad. 2 seconds, 1 second processing. So this card ended up being ours, I think. So we'll go ahead and send him to the club. We're going to check out our club right now. We're going to switch this guy out. We're probably going to put him on the bench. Although I think I'm probably going to use fitness cards to replenish his stamina. I'm going to go ahead and put Benaglio in. I'll put him into the team, and he gets that full chemistry link with Jemerson. So that's nice. Because this right now, I could get another goalkeeper to get chemistry with him, which I didn't think about. Actually, I don't need it because he actually doesn't need it because of the guy in the center mid position. But this is good. The Jemerson Benaglio link is pretty decent. We got a pace striker and then a player that's not too pacey, but not terrible either. The next card that we're going to have to get is probably going to be a right midfielder. And we'll see if we can get anybody solid from this league. Go ahead and search for that. We got Hamuma, Saliber. So Saliber was a player that I used last year, and I actually really did enjoy using him. He was pretty solid for me because he's got the pace, he's got decent shooting. For a non-rare gold, you definitely cannot go wrong with that. So let's see what his dribbling is like. So his dribbling is 77, and Rory Lopez is at 82. So that's definitely going to be interesting to see what the significant difference will be between that, right? So Saliber is on a bid for 400 right now. So I can make the bid for 450, which I don't necessarily want to do. What I will do, though, is compare his price and try to buy him probably for cheaper. So he's on 500 right now, 400, 500. So maybe actually going for this one for 450 might not actually be a bad idea. That's processing, so I don't know if I bid it on time or not. I did not. Okay, gotcha. So Saliber's card looks like it could be really decent. Rory Lopez looks like he could be really decent as well. So he's at 450 right now, but he's left-footed and is a little bit slower, right? With when you got someone like Saliber with 87 pace, it might be more beneficial, but he has 76 shooting and Saliber has 74 shooting, which could be pretty significant as well. Because I could try out the 4-2-3-1 wide in the beginning of the game as well, right? So with Saliber, if I were to get him, this guy got him for 450, this guy got him for 400. So if we can go ahead and compare his price and possibly get him for 400, wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing for sure. So we'll go see if there's any cards down here. So this one's with 1 minute left. 450s, 400, 400, 400. You might have to go like all the way to the bottom, right? Like I think we just saw a few here that was like 350. So here's a 350 one. We can make a bid for 400 on this one with 4 minutes left, and then hopefully we do end up getting this and seeing how that works. So that's for 400. And then I'm going to try to get another right back from League One for another 400. And to be honest, the team is looking okay for the beginning to be. Like, it's really not bad. Let's see if this guy has a 4-star weak foot. He does not. So I might have to keep him on that side or switch the tactics in-game whenever I can. This is actually not bad, dude. For a beginner squad, it's really, really not bad. Like, I almost have chemistry. My right back needs to give me chemistry, which, to be honest, I might even have like a right back already in my team, just chilling in there. I have a left back in my team, which isn't French, so that's just irrelevant. Let me see if I have players who are of the French nationality who can play in that position. So I do not. So we'll go ahead and go to the transfer market, search for a right back. So that way, what I do when I get the full game is I basically buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, right? When I'm using the players. So right back, League One. A lot of people are going to be opening packs on the full release of the game too. So the non-rare golds are going to be really cheap. So you can definitely build up from there for sure. So let's search up these guys here. I think the most relevant thing for this situation is definitely going to be the pace. So obviously you're definitely going to want to look for that. I don't think you can actually necessarily search for players with pace. It actually might be something I have to search up on Foothead and see how that works out. 78 pace, 79 pace, 81 pace, but he's a silver player. Maybe they might have a decent right back that is of gold quality, and I cannot search for his pace. So 76, 78. Let's see what they actually have on the transfer market, because right now I'm limiting myself. So we'll go ahead and clear all these and see who they have. So very generic cards. They have Lala. Lala looks like he could be really good, actually. We'll keep him as a player to look out for, which I don't think... Oh, there you go. Put him on the watch list. Debucci's in this league. Lala again. Oh, Sar. So Sar was the player that I used for Pez, and he actually looks like he'd be pretty decent. 74 physical, 72 physical with 83 pace instead. So this guy's on 700 bid for Sar. We got Raphael, but he's a rare gold, so obviously he's going to cost more. But he looks decent. Raphael looks like a card that I could buy as a replacement to have two different teams and then replace both teams, because that's what I usually do too. So once I run out of contracts for both teams, actually I think what I normally do with FIFA, I don't think I used two different teams. I think what I did was I used one team, and then I just like bought and sold the whole time, right? So this guy's on 550, which is interesting. We're gonna go ahead and go back here because we want to see if we can get one for 400, which definitely is not going to happen. But hey, you never know, right? Everybody's gonna. I think the minimum price for this card will be the 500 range, something like that. But that is going to conclude the video for today, guys. The team is looking pretty good so far for the beginning road to glory, and I'm very happy with how things have worked out, to be honest. We don't have a terrible team for a beginning squad where, I'm not doing any training and stuff yet. I will be doing that off video or off camera as I have time, as I'm looking at the transfer market at all times. So definitely going to be doing that in my spare time. But that is going to conclude the video for today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Very, very solid beginning squad to work with. Gonna put right back Bellerín in there because it's looking pretty decent for the PS4 Road to Glory. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, please drop a thumbs up on the video. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.